don't eat pointed French fries. Now, this is about as abstract as I'll get. This is a personal issue of mine. I refuse to eat pointed French fries. Now, stay with me on this. Now, first of all, let me give a little backstory here. Let me give you a little, anyway. First of all, beginning the first of last year, I dramatically reduced. Even several years ago, I started reducing my consumption of potatoes. Last year, I learned several things about potatoes, and I thought I knew quite a bit about them. Long story short is this. I rarely eat potatoes anymore. If I do, if I'm preparing them, my wife's preparing them, they're only Yukon Gold because they have less starch in them. Because it has been proven, empirical evidence by neuroscientists and neurologists, of course, too, neurobiologists have proven that a potato contains, it's really high in what is referred to as beta amyloid protein. It has been proven that beta amyloid proteins, of course, large amounts of them, they contribute to dementia and Alzheimer's. The reason why is because the starches, which the word amyloid, which is a Latin word actually, which means starch. So potatoes, especially russet potatoes, they have the highest form of starch in potatoes. That's why you should never eat russet at least. And really, you should limit your. See, I'm helping you right here, and I'm not even going to charge you any extra. So anyway, because what happens, those starches build up over time, and just like, of course, mass consumption of red meat, it begins to clog the arteries. So one of the things that neurobiologists have discovered, neuroscientists have discovered, is that an overconsumption of beta amyloid proteins, they begin to block synapses. Synapses, by and large, it's the bridge from neuron to neuron that causes you to think, causes you to have memory, short-term, long-term, mid-term memory, causes you to even learn new things, explore new things in your mind, okay? And then, of course, to retain all that. So when those neurons become, like a better term, clogged, if you will, the synapses actually becomes clogged because they can't bridge. The neurons can't talk to each other. They can't bridge because there's this clogged link here that they're not firing and they're not receiving. Your neurotransmitters aren't doing their job, bottom line. Now, yes, I used to be a neurosurgeon before I started pastoring. But anyway, so I rarely eat potatoes. When I do, just a couple times a year, a few times a year, my control, we make sure they are at least Yukon Gold. Costs a little bit more, but they are at least lower in starch, therefore lower in beta amyloid proteins, right? But on rare occasion, when I do go and I get some French fries, at only two places I will eat French fries. I won't mention those places because I don't want all you guys going there because I want to go there and not wait in line. But anyway, so just a few times a year max, I will go there and order French fries with that item. And the thing about it is, though, I will not eat pointed French fries. Two reasons. One is the reason I mentioned from a dietary issue, right? Because if I'm going to eat these, I want the best of the best. Now, from a figurative sense here, this is why I don't eat pointed French fries, is because there are enough things I have to do in my life that I don't want to do, that I don't like to do, that I don't want to consume, if you will. But I have to because it's called life. Have you ever discovered sometimes being an adult isn't all that fun? And have you also really discovered that being a responsible adult isn't always all that fun? We got some honest people here. God bless all the honest people. Sometimes being a responsible adult isn't all that glamorous, isn't it? My daughter Elizabeth, she puts it this way. She said, adulting isn't all that fun sometimes, is it? I said, I know. But anyway, so, see, there are enough pointed ends that I have to deal with in life. So when it comes down to it, when I can discard the pointed ends, I'm going to discard the pointed ends. Literally off my French fries and figuratively, metaphorically off of my life. So if there are things that I can remove the pointed ends and remove from my life, I'm going to do it. For what that's worth, if you'll do it in 2019, it will free you up so much. Just you pinch off the pointed ends, because when we go to that one place, they serve a great French fry, but a lot of them are pointed. I don't like the pointed ends. I want my ends to be squared off because those pointed ends are too crunchy. And I don't like that taste. I don't like the texture in my mouth. I want a potato that's semi-firm. I don't want, while I'm eating a semi-firm French fry, I don't want something crunchy in there at the same time. And because those crunchy ends don't taste as good. So I take them off. And at the end of the meal, my family noticed this about over a year ago. James, my son, did. He said, why? And he took a picture of it after I explained to him. He took a picture. I have this pile of pointed French fries. He said, what's that? I said, what? I thought I'd eaten everything. What? He said, what? Those French fries you haven't eaten. I said, I ate all my French fries. He said, no, those ends. Oh, I said, oh, the pointed ends. I said, oh yeah, I don't eat pointed French fries, pointed ends of French fries. And he started laughing. Why not? And he said, can I eat them? I said, help yourself. Knock yourself out. So I explained to him, I said, life is too short to eat pointed French fries. Life is too short to eat pointed French fries. I'm not going to do it. Because you see, every now and then, and sometimes in a given week, sometimes too much in a given week, at least every now and then in a given month, you got to deal with some crunchy things that you don't like. God bless Deacon Painter down here and Elder Villegas. That's why they're in leadership. They're backing me up here. They know where I'm coming from. Come on. Sometimes there are those crunchy, and you ever notice that? Those crunchy ends on those French fries, they get lodged between your tooth and gum. And it's like, what in the world? There's no nutritional value. Matter of fact, they're destroying your mental acuity. So if I'm going to eat something that kind of harbors on clogging my mental synapses, I want it to at least taste good. It's like if I'm going down, I at least want to enjoy what I'm doing. So anyway, turn to somebody and say, life's too short to eat pointed French fries.
For more information about our teaching resources, visit our website at ciclive.com.